Yes, people, we are back on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel for another Manchester United match reaction. Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 2 in the Premier League. And I'm disappointed about the result. Disappointed, very disappointed about the result. And that's testament to how we played from a performance perspective. Because I can't remember the last time Manchester United dropped points in a Premier League game and I've been disappointed. Normally it's disgust, it's despair, it's depression. But this time it's disappointment. And again, that's credit to how we played overall. And in my opinion, 3 bad minutes has cost Manchester United this win. The 48th minute, the 49th minute, the 50th minute has cost Manchester United 3 points in this game. And I'll get to that. In regards to from the start of the game, the lineup, no qualms with it whatsoever outside of the low. I was like, that lineup should play again 110% because of how they played against Brighton. And first off, we did well. Like I say, from a defensive standpoint, fine. Forest really didn't create too much or create anything that they should have scored from. All the saves Lemens had to make, you would expect Lemens to make. I thought the back three was fine. Thought the wing backs was fine. Casemiro and Bruno, I thought, was our best players today. Thought Casemiro was very good. Thought Bruno was very good, not only from a defensive standpoint, but also on the ball and just keeping the ball moving as well. And our front three today, first half, bright. I'd say Cunha was probably the best, but didn't do enough. I praised them a lot, our front three, about the Brighton game and saying they made the difference. And in games like today, where you're playing a Sean Dyche Nottingham Forest side, you know what it's going to be like. They're going to be well organized, well drilled, and tough to break down. And we didn't really create too much in the first half. But granted, we got the goal, and it came getting the corner came from a good piece of play from Cunha and Bruno inside the Nottingham Forest half. Lovely little give and go 1-2. And then we ended up getting the corner. Bruno, good delivery. Very, very good delivery. And Casemiro, good header. And he doesn't get the credit he deserves for how good he is from set pieces, not only from an attacking standpoint, but also from a defensive standpoint. Not been at our best, but we're 1-0 up. And I spoke in depth before the game about not only wanting Manchester United to get a good result and the performance to be there from application standpoint, effort, endeavor. And even though we weren't at our very best, we're 1-0 up. And like, okay, let's go and kick on in this game. If we get the second goal, we win this without doubt. And then I don't know what the manager said to them in the changing room. I don't know what's going on, because we were awful coming out. And like I said, the 48th minute, the 49th minute, the 50th minute cost us. It's cost us this game. Great ball out by Anderson to, I think it was Savona, the fullback. He's played it back to Yates. And then Yates' is good delivery in, and Gibbs White and Ahmad aerially. It's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. There was literally an aerial duel between the both of them, and Gibbs White did just before he scored, different passage of play, didn't attack it. But this one he did, and it's a good header. Yeah, it's one of them. Conceding, it was a good team goal. It's a good team goal. Maybe we can defend it better, but sometimes you give credit to the opposition. But then don't concede again. We're now on the ropes. They're up for this. The crowd's up for it. The city ground is rocking. Defend. That's what we need to do at that point. Defend. Do not concede again. Have a player hit the deck. Break up play. Keep the ball. But no, we concede in the 48th minute, and then we concede in the 50th minute. Again, ball goes out to the right-hand side. Takes a deflection. Our centre-backs don't really deal with it. Delit, Euro, Shaw, all in there. Delo, Savona gets the wrong side of him, scores 2-1 down, and within 5 minutes of the restart, the game's been turned upside down from a Manchester United standpoint. Now can we react? And to be fair to the players, we did actually react. We just, again, didn't do enough. Our attacking players, second half, didn't do anything our front three. Cunha not really at it. Didn't affect the game in the second half. And Bremo the same. Sesko the same. Bruno, Casemiro, Ahmad, our two central midfielders and our wing back are our best attacking players in the second half. And that in there lies the problem. Bruno hit the post. He was unlucky with that. Bruno hit the post. Casemiro, he's involved. He won the header for the second goal. So as the corners come in, he's nodded it down. Dogu's going to compete for it. The balls come out, and I'll get to it as well. But Ahmad was poor. I don't think he was good in the first half. Didn't do enough. Second half, arguably our biggest threat. That second goal, quality. That is just sheer quality from Ahmad. And he has caught that volley absolutely clean. Very, very clean. Keeper's got no chance as well. Had one cleared off the line. Unfortunately, Murillo, right towards the end, I thought, yeah, we're going to snatch this. We're going to win this. Bruno, again, who I thought was very good. He's unfortunate, hit the post. And that's a previous game. Maybe that hits the post and goes in. Maybe Ahmad shot deflects off Murillo and goes in. But those are the fine margins that happen in matches. But we there was no lack of endeavor. There was no lack of application. There was no lack of effort. The quality wasn't there. But this is why Amorim is still not it. For people who always ask me about Amorim and why, it's not going right with the players from an attacking standpoint. Bremo's not on it. Cunha's not on it. Sesko's not on it. Make some changes. Impact the game. The game is there to be won. We're having enough of the football to go and win this game. What does this manager do? Defensive changes. Maz on for Euro. Why? Euro wasn't struggling. Euro wasn't injured. Why are you making a centre-back for a centre-back sub? Dorgu for Dalot, I understand that one. That's cool because at least Dorgu is going to give you an outlet. And because he's left-footed on that side, he's going to open up the pitch, stretch the pitch, and he's going to try and cross the ball in. But you have Xerxes on the bench. You have Maino on the bench. As much as I don't rate him, you have Mason Mount on the bench. Make some attacking changes. You could have took off Bremo. You could have took off Cunha. You could have took off Sesko. I would have had no complaints. Even though I thought Casemiro was playing well, I said it in the watch-along. Even put Maino on for Casemiro in the pivot if you really want to. Try and impact the game. Manager did nothing to try and impact that game from an offensive standpoint in the final third. You have attacking options, and this is why I criticize him. Because when it's not going well, what do you do? Nothing. That's what he did today. Absolutely. What did the manager do today to impact that game from a positive standpoint for Manchester United? And maybe this is quality again. Disappointed about the result, yes, but 10 from 12. If someone would have told me, someone would have told me Sunderland at home, Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Nottingham Forest away will get 10 from 12. I would have told you no chance. You are on drugs. Hardcore Class A drugs. So to get 10 from 12, I'm pleased, and the performances have also been there to match. But this manager's shortcomings is going to cost us. And today it has. It's not solely on him. It's definitely not solely on him, but impact the game. Xerxes, Maino, like I said, even Mount, hold players accountable when it's not their day. I'm a massive fan of Cunha. I'm a massive fan of Mbeumo. Neither of them were good today. Thought Cunha was better in the first half and looked the brightest second half than do. And Bremo was not at it. Sesko wasn't at it. Make changes. But draw, like I said, man, solid point. Continues the good run of form and onto Spurs like next week. But this is why I was keeping my feet on the ground. I wasn't talking about title charges, top 4 charge, top 5 charge, top 6 charge. Game by game. Game by game. That's where I was at with it, and I remain that way. One game at a time. I ain't looking too far ahead. But please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Drop your comments. Make sure you follow me at Yes It's Flawless across all socials and at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. So it's Twitter/X, also on Instagram. So yeah, like I said, hit the like button. Leave your comments as well. Make sure you subscribe. Big up. I'm out every time.